Alrighty, we're going live with Jace Stompy. So this week we're featuring some Jace Cunning Castaway. So that is the newer one from Ixalan, 1 and 2 blue. +1 is whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to the player's turn, draw a card, then discard a card. -2 is create a 2/2 blue illusion creature token with when this creature becomes the target of a spell, sacrifice it. This ability might actually come in handy. We've had some greedy opponents just kind of paying life through Sylvan Libraries, stuff like that. So I'm actually able to sneak in some damage and actually get some a kill that way. Then we have -5. Then it has -5. Create 2 tokens that are copies of Jace Cunning Castaway, except they're not legendary. So with Oath of Teferi, we can fairly easily get that happening, and we can easily get the ultimate going, and then just kind of go nuts every other turn, making more Jace Cunning Castaway. Let's see. So that's about the only change. I dropped the Jace Friends Prodigy. I found more often than not it was a little awkward, so it just wasn't worth it. Let's not make sure I have extra sound coming through. Oh, I have a chatter. Oh no, who's this? What's going on? Stop being like this. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. I remember you. You were on my stream last time. I played this deck. Thank you for returning. I'm surprised you would, but I appreciate it. I've actually added Imprison the Moon, which was something someone suggested last time I ran this deck. Hey, Levi, how's it going? Imprison the Moon is a enchantment that enchants a creature, land, or planeswalker, and the enchanted permanent is a colorless land with tap, add colorless to the mana pool, and loses all their card types and abilities. I guess it doesn't say mana pool anymore because of some of the most recent errata. But I have 2 in the main and 2 in the side. The changes I made were I dropped the 2 Jace Friends Prodigy, 2 Jace Bellerin and Misdirection, added 2 Imprison the Moon, 3 Jace Cunning Castaway in the main, and then I added 2 Imprison the Moon in the sideboard for the Aethersworn Canons that were there. I think between Chalice, Flush of Storms, Force of Wills, Ley Lines, Rest in Peace, stuff like that, we're not too worried about combo. So it made sense to drop the Aethersworn Canonist. And it also gives us more blue cards, so post-board we can more blue out the deck so we get more Force of Will action. So that's where we're going today. So that's what we got. Let's get this started. Why not? Let's jump right into it. We got people here. We're trying to have fun. Oh, how's everyone doing today? It's still pretty hot out, at least around here. I should probably put on my spectacles so I can see easier. There we are. Make sure we're wearing glasses. We're nerds here, right? Got my drink. Cheers, everyone. We got a match. Hopefully our opponent joins it so we can get this fired up and going. There it is. Okay. So we have a turn 2 back to basics, which isn't great, but it's not horrible. We do need more blue sources, which is my only concern with this hand. I think I have to mulligan this. I'm going to try it, though. If we top deck a Chrome Box, we can turn 1 back to basics. I'm probably just getting rid of this new Jace, honestly, because we can turn 2 Jace the Mind Sculptor if that happens. Didn't happen, though. We're just going to start with an island and say go. Opponent just played island so far, so we could be looking at miracles. There's an odd chance of Blue-Red Delver, probably not. Could be some type of storm variant. I've heard tell that there are some stuff like breakfasts going around. Back to base is going to be real bad here, something tells me. Oh, this is getting worse. Okay. I don't see any reason to jam back to basics here, so we're just going to hold on to that. I'm going to hope for a blue source or a Chrome Mox, which I guess would be a blue source, so we can jam one of these Jaces next turn. Opponent's casting Brainstorm. Sure, you have a Brainstorm. This hand's not quite panning out. Okay. You have your Brainstorm, you have your Fetch. No, you're not fetching. You like what you got. Wasteland. Sure. Want to waste my Ancient Tomb? You just go right for it. That's perfectly fine with me. I have 2 more backup ones. Underground Sea, we could be looking at some type of blue-black control. They don't take back to basics here. We can jam it back to basics, lock down their black source they have in play. My thoughts are they'll probably take Jace the Mind Sculptor if they haven't answered this back to basics. They have some type of counter magic or whatnot. Love another blue source though. Chrome Mox would be great right about now. It's the moment we've seen Wasteland, Flood Treatment. Alright, let's go in Apple Pies. I forget who you are. I'm very, very sorry. I hope you can forgive me. Yeah, back to basics went away. That's kind of what I figured. Chances are my opponent's hand either has some number of non-basics or they just don't have the ability to get another, like, Underground Sea. My opponent said, I just sent a sad face. Come on, Chrome Mox. Chrome Mox would be great here. My opponent has upkeep stops, and that's interesting. Alright, so we are flooding with Jaces at this point. It's Ryan. Oh, okay. That's right. Ryan May. Great. Thank God you're here. That's right. You followed me when you were watching my horrible display last week. Oh, okay. That's why our back to basics went away. Oh my God. We have all the Jace the Mind Sculptors. Okay, so they have Creepy Tar Pit. They have Underground Sea. This could be some type of standstill deck. Wasteland might go after one of the lands. I feel like if they had a Jace or something, like a Jace would be good to slam there. But all right, here we go. Chrome Mox, come on, let me have this one. I can start jamming Jaces. Probably gonna get rid of one of these extra Jace the Mind Sculptors. It could be worth it to just get rid of the Jace Cutting Castaway. If they don't counter this, there's a Spell Starter Sprite though. Okay, so some type of fairies. That's just not great for us. Countering my Chrome Mox is not good for us. Man. Jace Architect of Thought, something tells me is going to be one of our best Jaces here. Yeah, exactly, Levi. Mostly just because most of their fairies are going to be 1/1s, maybe 2/1s, and then 3/1 and click. But Jace Architect of Thought will do a good job at nerfing that. Oh my God, come on. All the Jaces. Let me have my Chrome Mox. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's their own Jace Mind Sculptor. That's kind of rude. They get a Jace Mind Sculptor. That's not nice. Yeah, Ryan, this seems better than my normal play, huh? Well, that's great. Good for you. Just waiting for my opponent to possibly play another Wasteland, really punish us. 3 Wastelands for our 3 Ancient Tombs. And then we'll draw like an island then. Oh yeah, like Fluid Delta, sweet. Alright, so they run Wastelands. We have Teferi in hand, so we kind of want the white source, but we really just want to protect our blue sources at this point. We're going to try and get this Jace the Mind Sculptor down and hopefully start fixing our hand a little bit. They have Force, that's fine. Force pitching a Brainstorm is perfectly fine. So we can just start jamming every turn, hopefully. Really gotta hope they don't find another Wasteland. I'm glad we found the extra blue source at this point. Another fetch land could get us a Teferi, which would be nice. Would not mind tucking their Jace. So now we kind of have them on a little bit on the back foot. They know we can just start slamming Jaces. And obviously Jace Architect of Thought's one they probably don't want to see. Creeping Tar Pit being a 3/2, still attacks for 2, so that's pretty good. So if I can find an answer Creeping Tar Pit, that would be ideal. Fairies with Mistress Factory, some black man. This is Liliana the Veil probably? Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, we're going to get rid of one of these Jace Cutting Castaways most likely. Yeah, I don't think we get rid of anything else. We're definitely going to want Jace the Mind Sculptor down if we can get it down, so we're going to do that. Going to probably be taking up Jace, targeting myself, so I can smooth out my draws a bit and not just lose it to a Creeping Tar Pit and Spell Starter Sprite attack. Make them actually work for it a little bit. Another island, that's pretty good. Start jamming Jaces here. So we're going to tick up, target ourselves. I actually want that because I would like the white source, but like we kept it on top, they might just Jace Fate Seal us back. I might be playing tomorrow, Ryan. I'm not sure yet. I have like a Grixis standstill deck I want to play tomorrow. So yeah, they might Jace face heal us just because they know we kept Kara on top. There it is. They put it on bottom. Yep. I'm sure if they recall, we have Teferi, so they probably want to make sure we can't just jam that. What do we got here? Blue, black colors, Creeping Tar Pit firing up. Okay. So Jace is going to take 4 here. We're going to just brainstorm with Jace this time. If this Liliana ticks up, we're going to get rid of this other Jace Cunning Castaway. We need to find an answer to Creeping Tar Pit. Ensnaring Bridge wouldn't be bad right now just because their Liliana the Veil is kind of just helping get an Ensnaring Bridge online. And we can keep the Creeping Tar Pit from attacking, which is really the problem we're going to be running into at the moment. Yeah, this Jace Cunning Castaway just kind of has to go. It's not really as good as the rest of the cards in our hand. We're going to lose this Jace eventually, most likely, so we're going to want our backup Jace the Mind Sculptor. And Jace Cunning Castaway just doesn't really do much here. Imprisoned the Moon seems pretty good. We're going to 0 this Jace. Oh, they attacked us. Oh, because we're on Ancient Tomb mana. That explains a lot. I kind of want to keep one of these Chalices to put in play, but at the moment, it's not really where we want to be. I do have to... I think imprisoning their Jace is the better option right now. I guess Liliana's going to... Yeah, when I'm trying to imprison the Moon, their Jace. They'll get another mana out of it, but whatever. We're at 6, we're about to take 4, so our Ancient Tomb's going to be shut off, so that's a little awkward. Yeah, we might just be... I think we just lost this one to not, you know... Yeah, back to 1 and 3 in the standstill bracket. Now, it doesn't pay out to anything better than X2, so I usually drop at O2. You have to do better than X2. Oh, they could just fire Mistress Factory, I guess, and kill me, right? Yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, not drawing anything for a while kind of just killed us there, so we're just dead. We're going to say that they're good. They have a lot of Planeswalkers. We're going to bring those in. Humilities don't seem great just because they are on manlands, which activate with their power and toughness at setting abilities, so... Humilities aren't going to do a lot for us. Black Basics, I think, are going to be fine. It actually shuts down their manlands and their greedier mana base. I think Chalice is still going to be relevant. Cunning Castaway is probably pretty weak. Probably drop at least 2 of those. I'm tempted on Flusterstorm so we can fight on the stack a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be necessary. I guess Flusterstorm can kind of protect us against discard too, so it might be good. So we're going to try it. We'll drop another Jace Cunning Castaway. We will drop an Ensnaring Bridge. They're not very creature heavy except for their manlands. We still want to keep their manlands at bay because we can't generally answer their manlands, being most of our sorcery speed removal in the Jaces and whatnot. But we want to keep a few Ensnaring Bridge just in case they get their manlands online. That will keep us a little safer against things that we can't just bounce with a Jace or tuck with a Teferi. I think dropping an Oath of Teferi is probably fine. These Flusterstorms might be weak, but I think they're better than Jace Cunning Castaways. The extra Imprison the Moons answering their Planeswalkers are obviously better than like a Humility Leyline plan. It's possible we should just drop all the Ensnaring Bridge, bring in more Jace Cunning Castaway, because back to basics, we keep their manlands pretty much at bay. Yeah, I think I've convinced myself to drop the Ensnaring Bridges. They wouldn't have particularly helped us there. Our Jace Architect Thought's going to nerf most of their fairies that they might have. It looks like they're pretty much just on Spellstarter sprites from what we saw, but we actually didn't see a ton. Bringing in Leyline of Sanctity might be relevant just because of Liliana the Veil. It keeps Liliana from being able to make us sack like half our board. But I'm not convinced that's better than having like Flusterstorms to fight their discard or Chalice to shut down their Brainstorm, shut down their Thought Seizes, stuff like that. Come on, opponent. If you wanted to see more, you should have let me do more. Yeah, like a turn 3 Jace the Mind Sculptor, which isn't terrible. We got Force back up. I'll try it. We got a bunch of mana here, so we're actually looking okay. It's going to lead on Island and pass. If they try to Thought Seize us, we probably just have to Force a Will it, unfortunately. They'll likely be fetching out basics here. Maybe not. Okay. Duress. Yeah, I think we Yeah, I mean, we got 2 turns for a Jace. I think we let this one slide. They're going to take the Jace most likely. Anything we top deck, we can still cast. We have Force, Pitch Force backup, so we're going to let this Duress resolve. Don't particularly want to do that, but I don't think fighting over Duress turn 1 when they could just fall off turn 2 is really going to get us anywhere. We'll play out some lands that they know about. So at the moment, they don't know about this island. They might just Duress us here, which means, like, I guess they take a Force. Whatevs. Let's see. Flusterstorm, yeah, so we're not really getting anywhere very fast. We're just going to play island here. I guess maybe fighting over that Duress might have been okay. They didn't follow up with this card, so. So I know our hand is, like, riddled with counter magic at this point. If they try to click me here, I'm just going to force a will it. I don't want them to have click and play. Well, Flusterstorm backup. We drew an island, that kind of sucks. I don't want them to have the pressure of a click. We'll do this. We're going to do that, pitch the force. We'll pitch the card they know about. We'll still have Flusterstorm backup if they try to force back or something. We'll be trading pretty well here if they lose a click, they lose a force plus a blue card if they fight over this. So I'm actually okay with this. Okay, they didn't fight, so that's cool. We'll play an island, we'll just say go. If they try and hit us with discard, they're just going to get a free Flusterstorm. There's not really anything we can do about that. They're going to try and snap Duress. We're definitely going to counter that Duress. Yeah, we're going to counter that Duress. I think. I think they know about both these cards. They don't know about the Flusterstorm. We'll pretend like that we have stuff that we don't want them to know about, though. We'll do same targets on that Duress. Yeah, it's definitely possible I should have fought over that first Duress. We could have a Jace right now, potentially. We don't, because we didn't fight over it. We might not even be able to resolve a Jace, though, is the only problem with that. Chalice is okay. Given their deck, I'm almost thinking Chalice on 2 is worth it. I don't mind losing the Ancient Tomb, so I'm fine doing that. Maybe we don't take the Ancient Tomb damage. Maybe we just Chalice at 1. I think Chalice at 1 is probably fine. Flusterstorm can still fight through Chalice because of the triggered Storm ability. So we're going to try the Chalice on 1, see if this resolves. They didn't fight over the click, so I'm not figuring they have Force. If they have days, we can pay for it. They might have just not felt like fighting through the click. Figuring how much card advantage we have, Force might not have been worth it to fight back. So this Chalice may not resolve. We'll see what happens. Chalice resolves, we have a lot of good things we're going to be countering. All their discard, they brainstorms, they have ponders, things like that. If they get stuck on this mana base, they can't cantrip the way out of it. I try to be a fucking monster. Just Archetype Thought's not great, but you can keep the Snapcaster and Mistress Factory a little bit at bay. Still, they can still deal 2 damage a turn, which is a little awkward. And here's the Force, okay. So they're just kind of saving Force for things that are relevant. Teferi's Response. That's an interesting card to have post-board against a Stompy deck that doesn't seem to want Wasteland. I like it, though. Teferi's Response is sweet. Standstill. Uh-oh. We in some trouble. I kind of figured this was a blue-black land still list, but here comes Mistress Factory, so we're taking 4 here. Standstill's a great card. Oh, thanks today. I appreciate that. I try to be everyone's hero. The hero you deserve, not the hero you need. Oh, boy. All right, well, if we can resolve this back to basics, they get super punished because they're just going to be on blue mana. I can't picture they don't draw into anything relevant to interact with us. They don't draw into Force, though. They are tapped out, so we can pay for days and stuff like that. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there we go. We got it. We got the back to basics down. They did get to draw a lot of cards with Standstill, though, so it might not be all that relevant. But enjoy drawing all your creeping tar pits, buddy. I've actually been considering adding Thalia Heretic Cathar to this deck, just for like the fetch lands and stuff, to make sure that they have to enter tapped. Kind of sets up for good back-to-basics play. This Chrome Mox is pretty horrible top deck. So now we're finding all that blue mana we needed early last game. That's a little rough. Draws are a little rough right now, but we're going to bounce back. I have a good feeling about this. So they have Swamp Island now. They still can't resolve 1-mana spells. Chalice at 2, I'm almost positive was correct earlier. It definitely should have been a Chalice for 2. Like they might be sitting on cantrips and like some crap like Fatal Push or whatnot, but stopping like their Spellstar Sprites, their Snapcaster Mages, that I think, and actually Standstill, that actually might have been way more relevant. I'm kind of disappointed with myself for not doing the Chalice for 2 earlier. Another Ancient Tomb doesn't do us good.
Yeah.
All right, we got the lovely someone followed me thing. Yeah, they cast the Thoughtseize right in the Chalice. That's sending a message, is what that's called. Actually, kind of regretting not having the Ensnaring Bridges in the deck at the moment. Oh, come on. Well, we're finding all our blue sources now, which is great. All right. We may stabilize at 2 here. Let's see what happens. Oh, no, they have a Mistress Factor. We're not going to stabilize at 2 here. Odds are I'll be at FNM. I'm not 100% yet. I have a deck sleeved up ready to go. No, we're taking exactly 5 here, so we are dead. Oh, sometimes that happens. Your first match, your first game, you don't see really any blue sources. Your second game, you see all the blue sources. Happens. First game, once we could start unloading Jaces, it was just too late. Eric Crisis, thank you for following me, by the way. Who are you, Z-Day? Clearly I know you. I don't recognize the username, though. You're not Justin Corbett, are you? Ah, yes, okay, Justin Corbett. Yeah, thanks again, Eric. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the follows. Oh, man. Hope everyone's staying cool. I know I'm sweating. It's nasty out there. Yeah, Oath of Teferi would definitely have to go if I added Thalia, Heretic, Cathar. For sure. I'm not sure I could even run 4 Thalia, quite frankly, if I did that. We won the die roll, which is nice. We're playing against Samwise Gamgee. Don't know who this is. We don't have a turn 1 Chalice, which is unfortunate, but we are on the play, so we can get it down turn 2. We have 4 blue card backup. I'm actually okay with this. I'm going to try it. This could obviously go horribly wrong. Like, we could just die, but I think this is actually pretty close. Laying under a blanket in a small room with an AC. Oh, lucky you. Lucky you, Ryan. I gotta install an AC downstairs. Actually, Kate and I are talking about moving around the... this is Jarvis U? Uh-oh. That means we're in trouble, is what you're saying? Alright, they went Pluto Delta, so it's clearly not lands. We have another fetch land, so we're just going to get basic island here, just in case my opponent is running Wastelands. You can never know what to expect from Jarvis U, but... Body him for me? Is a sword loser? Yeah, sure, why not? At the moment, I'm streaming Legacy. But a lot of people come into, when I stream this deck, a lot of people come in, they're like, you know, I'm fairly certain that this is a modern stream, but now I'm seeing Legacy cards. We got Underground Sea, could be some type of, we're going to fight over that. I'm going to get rid of this Imprison the Moon. We're going to confuse the crap out of my opponent. They could have Days here. If I have Days here, I'm actually kind of okay with that. I'm okay with this trade. Go with him with Dredge on lands. Told him GG's got salty. Yeah. Losing to Dredge doesn't feel great. So I can understand the salt. So I do stream, sorry, to answer your question, Eric, I stream Modern, Legacy. I've done Pauper, but I'm not really huge on it. Baleful Strix. So this is maybe Grixis or Blueback Control, maybe Bug Control. I've done Pauper. I'm not really a fan of Pauper. Mostly Legacy, Esper Control. Okay. Done some... I don't know if we can fetch Tundra here. I think we might have to take the risk on Tundra, just to make sure we have the light source for later, but I'm going to resolve this in Snaring Bridge in case this is some weird Stoneblade deck. But yeah, I mean, I've considered also streaming like Commander and whatnot. I just need to find like a good like group of people that want to play Commander that I can stream with. But mostly Legacy, some Modern. You could see me in Pauper. You could see me in Wasteland, of course. You could see me in Standard. Most likely not. Not really a fan of Standard. Been considering it though. Play Kozilek and make people suffer. Good old 12 post. I've been thinking about picking up 12 post for a stream again soon. I miss that deck. It's just not the same without top. Checked pile for Pauper, yeah. Because check pile doesn't run any rare cards or anything. It's all commons. Oh, for EDH, you get to LED up because yeah, you do. You do get to do that. I like the idea of LED for Muldrotha personally. Then you like your Deadeye Navigator shenanigans on. It's great. You get Lightning. It's fine, man. Yeah, Lightning's great. I love Lightning, but yeah, no, not happening. Another Wasteland. Okay. Looks like we're gonna see a Thoughtseize most likely. Yep, there's a Thoughtseize. Okay. I love Muldrotha. I want Muldrotha to be way more playable in other formats, personally. I'm trying to figure out like a bug Nick Fit deck or whatever that can run Muldrotha in. I have bug duels and I don't build it just because I haven't figured out a list yet. Okay. Yeah, that's not good enough. We're gonna go ahead and pass turn again. Wasteland kind of hurt us a little bit. Zedrew donate stacks. That seems fun. I mean, I have something I am working on, but I'm not really exactly excited for it. Really wish I could have resolved that Chalice for one. Would have crushed him. We've seen Brainstorm twice and Thoughtseize once since then. Odds are they might have Swords Plowshares. Could be some number of Ponders. Here's a Stoneforge Mystic we were kind of expecting. So this is Esper Stoneblade. Which is kind of what I figured, but what you getting? It's not going to be a Barraskull, I should assume. Probably Jit. Jit seems correct. Barraskull seems incorrect unless they have, like, Disenchant main board. Or I guess they could have Council's Judgment main board. That's a thing. Now we're getting mana screwed again. So this is kind of the story of my life. Okay. You have a Jite. Hey, look, we have a Flood Strand. Alright, well, let's try and jam this Jace, I guess. Jace against Stoneforge wearing a Jit is pretty good, I hear. We can get Basic Island because this will provide us with white mana. So we'll be safe from Wasteland for the most part. So we'll play this Jace Architect's Thought that they know about. We know they have Jit in hand. They won't have Force. They could have Spell Snare, or Spell Pierce, I mean. That would be unfortunate. We'll take up this Jace. They try to play Jit and then equip. I mean, we don't have cards in hand, but they try to play Jit and equip. This Jace will keep the Jit from getting counters. So Stoneforge will pretty much never deal damage. Hope you get salty and scoop doo doo doo. Lingering Souls. That doesn't seem very good against Jace Architect of Thought, not gonna lie. We're gonna try and get this Chalice one down. We can play through a Spell Snare. Again, they have Jit, other card in hand, so they're obviously not going to be able to force. Spell Snare we had mana up for, so we're pretty safe on that Chalice for one. So now we're protected from any more future Brainstorms, Thoughtseizes, Spell Snares. I mean, Source Plowshares isn't really relevant, but I guess it's something worth mentioning. Okay, yeah. Lingering Souls again, not great against the Jace Architect of Thought. Back to basics. Yeah, we'll shut down that Wasteland Underground. See, why not? They still have Jit, and they have another card in hand. Again, if it's If it's any Spell Pierce or anything like that, Chalice counters it, so we're not worried about that. Again, it's not forced blue card because they don't have 5 mana, they don't have blue card. So we're in pretty firm control of this game at this point. Our opponent's mana is slowly dwindling down since they're stuck on 3 duels, Floodstrand Plains. Floodstrand's likely going to get an island at some point. Obviously, basic island with a back to basics out is going to be the choice. But my opponent has 4 spirits that fly and a Stoneforge. I don't see any reason why they don't fetch in a turn, get an island, and put in Jit. I don't really see any reason why not. They might as well get a Jit equipped to something. We're going to tick this up. We're going to keep the Forcible in hand most likely. I mean, we can't really cast it, so. This ticking up doesn't matter if they can attack. They won't deal any damage, which means Jit still is irrelevant. They might, because we have a card in hand, they might actually... No, they didn't. He didn't cheat in Jit. I'm glad they're Wastelands tapped, so if we have to fetch a Tundra, we can. Or if we draw a Tundra or an Ancient Tomb or something, we can. And we can hold it up without even worrying about Wasteland. My opponent's starting to build up cards in hand. It could be mostly 1-mana stuff, but if it's not just 1 CMC stuff, then it could be cards that can interact, which is going to be unfortunate when we draw something relevant. We draw like Jace the Mindscope, they could finally have Forcible in hand with blue card. Quite frankly, I don't see any reason why they shouldn't have played legit by now. Holding up Floodstrand doesn't make a whole lot of sense, unless they're just trying to draw more land, increasing their odds of doing so. I would love if they just tapped down, lost their Tundra, and played and equipped a Jit on like a Spirit or something. Okay, so they have basic Swamp too, so that's good. That's pretty good for them. Jace the Mind Sculptor is pretty good. We don't have the blue card to pitch, unfortunately. We're going to have to find a Teferi to interact with that. We know they still have Jit in hand. They're looking at the top card of my library. That doesn't really matter. They put the card on top. Okay, that's fine. We'll draw whatever it is you want us to draw. Tundra's great. We're going to -2 this Jace this time. Fairly certain we're going to be able to dump our hand, hopefully. All lands, so we're not going to be able to dump our hand. That's awkward. So Stoneforges, Spirits, and all that are coming through this turn. They can't play and equip Jit at the moment. At least this gets us through all our land. If they give us Ancient Tomb versus Islands, I'm just going to take Islands. I might just take Ancient Tomb, actually. I'm going to take Ancient Tomb just because we want to be able to dump our hand with lands, and obviously having 2 lands in hand isn't great. So that turned into a little bit of awkwardness. So they're going to be able to attack for 5 this turn. They can't kill Jace Architect of Thought. They're now down to just 3 mana. If they draw Vindicate, we're not happy, but we can counter it with a Force of Will. We know they have Jit in hand still. They're Jace Zeros. Yeah, they're Jace Zeros, so we might not know what they have in hand after this. I can't picture they're running too many more basics. They might have another island, maybe 2 more. I can't picture they're running that this person's running too many more basics than that. There's possibility of like 2 more islands, 1 more plains if they're really trying to get a lot of basics. I'm assuming the 1 of each is probably going to be roughly what they're running. This, I guess this could be another island, but yeah, it's another island, okay. So they're going to cheat in Jit. They're going to equip the Jit. They're only going to come in for 4 spirits, which makes it a little bit awkward because now they can actually attack, pump. So we're going to have to dump our hand. Okay, so we shouldn't have taken a turn off of that. If I knew I had 3 lands on top, I obviously would not have, but there's no way you can know that. But we did get mana screwed for a while, so I guess it was likely that we had 3 lands on top. We did not take any damage there. We can actually double tick up this turn, which is nice. I don't care if the Ancient Tomb stays tapped. So I can pump this to 5. It can still do a 4. This will be at 5. So, yeah, that shit's annoying. 1 card in hand. Is it possible we can get rid of this card in hand? We're gonna force that. Okay, we don't have the ability to force back. Okay, so we lose this Jace here. That's really unfortunate. Force blue card. What was it? What did they pitch? Brainstorm this time. So I think Baleful Strix was earlier. Okay, so that's really unfortunate, but it's fine. So they're going to attack. They can pump twice, so they can hit for 4 at the moment. Gonna need to somehow ditch this Force Will in my hand. So this Jace is probably going away here. Yep. Got 2. We got 4. Oh, Jace is dead. That's coming out Jace, right? Yeah, that figures. Okay. We lost another Jace, Architect of Thought. That's unfortunate. This thing's still getting counters. So they can still attack through this Ensnaring Bridge if we can't ditch this first. I tried Thirst for Knowledge. I have not tried Thirst for Knowledge, but I'm not really huge on it. I have enough artifacts where it could be relevant, but with all the Jaces and stuff, I have so much card advantage as is. Thirst for Knowledge is nice because I can discard 2 cards instead of just discarding 1. Island, yeah, so we're still stranded with this Force Will in hand, so we're in a little bit of trouble here. We need them to cast a spell so we can just cast this Force and get it out of hand. It can ditch Dead Forces, that is correct, yeah. So my opponent's going to aggro Jace right now. They put a card on top, which is really unfortunate. Only attacking the Spirit would be really suspicious. Yeah, that's fair. You can always also discard 2 rather than just discard an artifact, so. So we're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Most likely taking 9 this turn. He'll probably pump again. Yeah. Okay, so we're at 5. Lost a little bit of control of this game. We're going to cast this for a 0. Oh, I got to hold priority. Shit. I didn't hold priority. I fucked up. So I'm dead. That sucks. So we're going to get... So here we probably want Imprison the Moon to answer their Planeswalkers. Kind of like Snare Bridge I'm not huge on because, again, like most of what we saw there was Lingering Souls and Stoneforge Mystic. I like the idea of Humility a little bit in case they're running True Name. Mostly because there's no other way we're going to answer a True Name. I'm going to want the Ensnaring Bridges. We can probably dump our hand. I think Chalice is still really good. I think Force is fine. Jace Architect Thought seems really good against Lingering Souls deck. Oath of Teferi probably isn't that great. Legendary Sanctity is tempting just for the fact they can target us with things. But I think that's a little loose. Rest in Peace is arguable. They're probably on Snapcaster Mages as well as Lingering Souls. But I think this is going to be okay. I really want the Imprisoned Moods for like their Jace. It's really what that comes down to. Can Imprisoned Mood? No. Creature, land, or Planeswalker. So it can't hit like their equipment, which is unfortunate. But Ensnaring Bridge will pick up there. I think I'm fine with this configuration. Flush Storm's arguable, but I don't really like it. We're going to try this. Imprisoned Moon might not even be correct. Like, it might be Imprisoned Moon should swap out for, like, Leyline Sanctity. I think back to base is still going to be fine, because their mana base is fairly greedy. They're not always going to fetch out nothing but basics. We got, like, turn 1 Chalice of the Void here, so I'm going to keep this. My opponent keeps, like, a discard-heavy type hand and whatnot. We can just turn 1 a Chalice. If they don't have interaction with, like, Force or whatnot, we can just get them, so... And turn 2, we can back to basics, so that's pretty sweet. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Suck it, nerd. You have the Force, don't you? No, you don't. Sweet. So that was pretty good. It's possible post-board we didn't want Forces, actually. Because, like, we experienced there that, like, Force of Will just got kind of stranded in hand. So it's possible we don't want Forces in this matchup. Okay. They played Blue Delta. We're going to jam up back to basics. Okay. So now we're restricting their mana, which is great. You're watching my opponent? I appreciate that. Is my opponent, in fact, Jarvis you like we all think it is? And how's it going, Clay? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is Jace Stompy. So if you want to report that back, that's fine. It's been fun overall. It was some of my hands have been a little awkward. Like round one, I drew some like weird stuff. Why did I -2 last game? I -2 hoping that I had something more relevant on top than 3 lands. I don't know if you saw, I revealed 2 basic islands and an ancient tomb. It was really unfortunate, but I probably should have just kept ticking up. It makes way more sense to just keep ticking up since I'm in control of that game. And it keeps Lingering Souls off, which keeps Jit off, which was a very important with my what's it called? Ooh, Jace. That's not great for us. Jace is just aggro ticking up, targeting us. It's pretty good. So they're down to just... I need to draw not islands. Stop it with the Jace. Don't do it. Yeah, the -2 was just stupid. I should have just kept ticking up. I got a little greedy there. Oh no, decklist isn't... No, decklist isn't updated. Don't do it. What the hell do I have decklist on? I'm going to update that real quick. Sorry, folks. Disenchant. No, don't disenchant me, bro. Oh, another land. That sucks. Oh no, I passed my turn. Shit. I gotta pay more attention. Alright, I gotta pay attention for a bit, people. Don't mind me. Not gonna pay attention to what they're doing with Jace. They put a card on top. That's not a good sign. You were tricked. I apologize for that. I meant to update it before, and then I got caught up with something at home. I'm gonna edit that right now. Fix that. What do you got? They put a card on top of my library. It's still their turn. I'm just gonna pass. What do we got? So I dropped the Jace Friends Prodigy. Dropped Mixed Direction. What do you got? You got nothing else? Okay. Hey, look, Island. Sweet. Didn't know we were getting that. Could have assumed, but didn't know it. Yeah, so that's that. This needs to be that. Man.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever followed me, thank you. I apologize for the creepiness that ensued after that. And then 3x choose yeah, we're losing our chalice for 1. That's not good for us. We are in deep shit now. Everything just kind of fell apart there. I delete the misdirection. I think I did. I'll save that. Make sure it's right. What are you doing? Please bottom and please be runner good cards. No, on top. Stop that. Oh no. Finding all that land. No. Don't do it. Is this right? This is right. Lingering Souls. Oh boy. That should be all set now if you want to check it out. Thoughtseize. Don't you know I don't have anything in hand relevant? There's no way not to fall. My elbow session continues to worry you. Yeah, that's fair. Staring Bridge isn't the worst. I'm sure my opponent has an answer or counter magic, and Jace is just gonna kill me anyway, so that doesn't matter. Oh, we're so fucked. So I guess so if my opponent ticks up Jace, sees something that's fairly relevant, bottoms it, and then we draw Teferi, and we can resolve it, we're good, but yeah, I think we're just dead here. We are very dead here. Flashback Linking Souls. Oh man. Flashback Linking Souls, it's like a... Yeah, we're dead. Oh god. Yeah, we're gonna concede that. We're 0-2. That's unfortunate. Alright, we have not won a game yet. This is not going as well as it went last time. But 'tis life. It happens. Alright, let's try the next one. I think this is right? I didn't screw up the deck list. There's still 60 cards in it. We got, oh, we got a match. Let's do this. There's no way I'm not going to follow this shit. I like that. I like your style. Oh no, it says 62 cards. I screwed something up. Oh, I forgot to cut out Jace Bellerin. If you're looking at the deck list, Jace Bellerin's not in there anymore. Drawing an opponent a card and drawing yourself a card under Standing Bridge, not great. So, got rid of Jace Bellerin. What is this? What we got now? 60 cards there. And there's 2 cards on the sideboard. Yeah, so that should be 100% correct now. If you're looking at the deck list, it is now 100% correct. Oh, I can't believe you had to look at that Gulag deck. It was like a coworker of mine kind of like took modern Freewind Red, which is like a Simian Spirit Guide, like quick Blood Moon deck. I combined it with Lantern Control and used like a Blue Moon mana base. So it was like super awkward. Like the deck was just really bad, and I tried streaming it. This hand's got like Force Blue card, which is okay. It's got Chalice turn 2, but on the draw it's a little slow. It's got some mana. It's got Jace. It's got Imprison the Moon. We have interaction. I think I can keep this. Might be a little bit awkward. This might not be 100% correct. There's a chance we should be mulling more aggressively for turn 1 Chalices when we're on the draw. Especially on the draw, you have a little more freedom with mulling, obviously. What we got here? Preordained. So we're probably looking at Sneak and Show off Volcanic Island. There's a chance this could be some type of Storm variant. Storm could be going to like Preordained. My understanding is they're replacing Probe with like Thoughtseize and stuff like that, so they're on a lot more discard instead of being on the Probe slot. My understanding is Probe's gotten pretty fast actually because they can clear the way a lot easier. Back to Basics is okay. It's a little awkward with this Tundra. We'll hopefully draw like a Chrome Mox or something to make this Back to Basics a little more relevant. Next turn, if we draw Ancient Tomb, like Back to Basics, if they tap out and they're not, we can figure they're not Storm, might be okay. They end up just going Show and Tell. We're just gonna use it's gonna put in a land. We'll hopefully force it. If that doesn't work, we'll put in a land to ramp us into Imprison the Moon. So if they put in like a Gristlebrand or an Emrakul, hopefully we can just catch them with Imprison. I'm not picturing that's gonna be a thing though. But we are gonna Chalice here. Hopefully we resolve this. Keep them off cantrips, so if they're on like Show and Tell and Omniscience and they don't have any follow-up, we can hopefully just get them kinda. Opponent tries to counter this, I'm probably going to force a will pitching Back to Basics. I don't think Back to Basics is going to be where we want to be this game. It is possible. We just don't want this. Jace Cunning Castaway is probably as bad. We're going to go to that. We'll confuse our opponent a little bit as well. We'll get the Chalice for 1 down. If this is Sneak and Show and they just use Spell Pierce and got rid of our Force, we could end up just seeing a Show and Tell here and just losing to it. If that's the case, that's unfortunate, but kind of the way the ball rolls. Show and Tell for Sneak Attack, we're in deep. So Imprison the Moon, if we put in, we cannot hit whatever they put in. So I think we're just going to put in a Back to Basics. Hope they don't just have it. They have Gristlebrand, that's not great for us. But this will keep them tapped down so we can control their mana a little more. We can try and Imprison the Gristlebrand. Chances are they draw cards that just counter it. They have to draw into Force of Will, because Chalice for 1 will shut down like their Spell Pierces and stuff. And they can't target Imprison the Moon with... this is a little awkward now. They can't target Imprison the Moon with Flusterstorm, so Flusterstorm's not out. They will probably draw cards here, at least reset their hand. If they don't find the Force of Will, they can't counter this, which is fine. And they're going down to 4. Okay, so Jace Cunning Castaway might actually end up being relevant this game. Gristlebrand becomes a land, and they don't just have the ability to like reload and get there. Jace Cunning Castaway could actually start making 2/2s and start actually dealing damage to my opponent. I don't think Jace Cunning Castaway is relevant in any way, shape, or form. If it's relevant this game, I will be very amazed. So my opponent, hopefully, I can't picture they don't have like Lotus Petals or anything. I imagine there's going to be another Show and Tell here. They're going to Show and Tell. We'll probably just put in Imprison the Moon. Yeah, we'll pick that. We're just gonna imprison the moon their island, so they can't tap for more blue mana. Emrakul, yeah, we're just dead to that. So you got it. All right. So 4 humilities, great here. I love humility against Sneak and Show. Imprison the moon, I don't really. It does answer like the Jace they might have, so we'll bring it in. Plus storms, I think, are going to be good to fighting on stack. I don't like back to basics here. Chalice, I'm not huge on, but does show up the cantrips early, so I'm tempted to keep it. Snaring Bridge is just delightful in this matchup. Jace Cunning Castaway, again, I don't think is going to be relevant. We could bring it in case it ends up being like a Jace war. If they resolve a Jace, we resolve a Jace. Jace Architect of Thought is probably fine here if we get a humility down, but otherwise it's not great. So we're going to probably drop some number of Jace Architect of Thought. Teferi can tuck things, which is great. Teferi can draw cards, help us keep mana up, so I'm going to keep that in. Oath of Teferi keeps our Planeswalkers ticking up real quick. And again, Jace Cunning Castaway could end up resulting in just like making Homunculus, or is it Homunculus? No, it's Illusions. Making Illusions and end up just punching them to death. If we get humility out, obviously that's not going to be as relevant, but we're going to try this configuration out. It's possible the last. I'll remove another Architect of Thought for another Imprison the Moon. Imprison's horrible off show and tell, but if they get stuck like with a sneak attack or something, Imprison the Moon can just come down and shut that down. So if they just show and tell on Emrakul, we can cast Imprison the Moon. But with 8 good things to put enough show and tell to shut down their attack, we're in very good shape, I think. Then with 4 4s, 3 Flush Storms to fight them on the stack, which we should be pretty good. We got Chalice to keep them off their cantrips, which is awesome. Chalice for 1, Force Blue card, and Flush Storm backup. We're going to keep this. I'm immediately just going to Chalice for 1. It's possible I should hold up Flush Storm, so I have Force Blue card plus Flush Storm. But I think Chalice for 1 here is probably just better. They did mull to 6. Their hand's likely not perfect. If we can bait out the Force of Will, they'll have less stuff they can attack with. If they're trying to cantrip into missing combo pieces, Chalice of Will stop that. They'll have to fight a counter war over this. So that's very good. If they end up like forcing it, it's like, okay, now you have 4. You mulled to 4 basically, which is not ideal for them. They went Island, so they're probably just going to pass. So now we have Flush Storm up, which is great. Next turn we have Jace plus Force Blue card back up. So we can start getting a lot of card advantage from that. Building our hand, hopefully getting Humility online. Did I board out Back to Basics? Yeah, I boarded out Back to Basics. I'm not huge on Back to Basics here. A lot of times they just have to resolve a few. They have to resolve 1 or 2 spells off of like islands and whatnot. So Back to Basics is not ideal here. We're going to go ahead and just go ahead and get the Tundra. That was pretty redundant when I said we're going to go ahead, but yeah, we're going to try and resolve a Jace here. We're going to try and just fill our hand with as much counter magic as possible. Hopefully we'll dig out a Humility here. If we can get a Humility here, we shut down... Okay, we got a Snaring Bridge, which is just fine too. I'll put a couple lands back. We don't need lands at the moment. It's possible I should just Chalice for 0. I don't think that's great, though. Chalice for 0 would shut off Lotus Petal if they try to just go sneak attack here. Next turn, I'm probably going to play Oath of Teferi so we can get 2 activations of Jace. I will bounce this Tundra so we can keep Blue Source up. So now we get 2 activations with Jace. Now we have Humility and Snaring Bridge in play in hand, which is great. I'm going to tick up, target myself, put that Tundra on bottom. And we'll pass. If they resolve a show and tell here, we just kind of win. My opponent said, "What is happening in this league?" I said, "It's the Wild Wild West." My opponent has played against Cruel Reality Zombies, and now this. I wrote Heart You and then Smiley Face. Alright. So we got Force Pitch Blue card. If it's Sneak Attack, we got Force Pitch Blue card. If they try to fight a counter war against us, we have Flush Storm backup, which is great. Oh, a couple Lotus Petals, that's unfortunate. Chalice for 0 definitely was a good call earlier. So they right now have the mana to Sneak Attack and then use it twice. Yeah, you can have a show and tell. I'll put in Humility, that's fine. Opponent scooped. Okay. So yeah, again, I don't like Back to Basics. Imprison the Moon isn't great here. I like the configuration we're on now, so we're going to keep this. So that was Jarvis U. Just had someone else in the mod chat ask me, Aaron, why did you minus your Jace Architect of Thought against Jarvis U? So it was in fact Jarvis U. We did in fact fuck up. And everyone noticed it. Let's see here. So this hand's pretty weak. They turn early show and tell. We just can't beat that. This hand's got turn 1 Chalice of Void. We can jam in Snaring Bridge. We're going to keep the crap out of this hand. Island on top is perfect. My opponent just tries to jam show and tell. We got Humility right off the bat, so we're good. Okay. We're just going to lead Ancient Tomb, Chalice of Void, keep my opponent off cantrips, keep my opponent off 1 mana interaction. Done. Okay, they had Force. Force pitching show and tell. Okay. So they're probably not going to be on show and tell. Alright, they just played a land past. Hey, no, Chalice, that's cool. Let's get that Chalice down. There is potential putting in Snaring Bridge here, if we can resolve it, is better. But I think Chalice is going to be fine. They play a sneak attack, we still have next turn to be able to jam in the Snaring Bridge. And they can't... If they have lowest pedal, they can play a sneak attack plus activate. I think we might be okay through that, though. Not too worried. Chances is spell snare, or... Okay. Just an island. Dare you to show and tell. Okay, this is probably sneak attack here. They don't have. If they don't have pedal, we're good. Oh, Jace Mind Sculptor. Okay, we have Jace Mind Sculptor too, so we can fight this war against you. We also have Teferi to be able to tuck your Jace, so that's fine. So we do have to be careful. There is a good chance that we could just die to sneak attack next turn. Kind of tempted to try and resolve this in Snaring Bridge right now. Yeah, I think I have to try and resolve in Snaring Bridge. Because, like, they know they can't cast Show and Tell against us. And then, like, Sneak Attack, like, Sneak Attack's the only thing that kills us right here. So if they cast Show and Tell, we're fine. We put in Humility. They cast Sneak Attack, and Snaring Bridge keeps their creature from attacking. So now they're kind of on the Jace plan. They could just have, like, if they're on Cunning Wish, they could Cunning Wish for, like, an Echoing Truth or Wipe Away or something eventually to answer the Snaring Bridge. Hopefully by then we'll be able to resolve Humility. Alright, they're going to keep brainstorming. They have 2 mana floating currently. I appreciate you all hanging in there with me, even though the play has been pretty miserable. There's a sneak attack. So right now our main concern is sneak attack and a Cunning Wish, or some type of bounce. Yeah, we're going to try and resolve a Jace here. Hope they don't have Force. That's good. We can 0. Imprison the Moon's not bad. We can't cast it. We can play land, we can play Chromox. We can't cast Imprison the Moon yet, so we're going to put land back on bottom. We're going to put just... No, not 2 land. Crap, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. I'm going to cast this Chromox. I'm going to remove a Jace. Oh, no, I didn't mean to put 2 lands back. I was going to put probably Imprison the Moon back, but I want to Imprison... I can't. It's not a... Enchant creature, land, or planeswalker. Damn. Imprisonment does not hit sneak attack. Should pay closer attention. As soon as I put in Gristlebrand, they pay some life. It's also end step, so they keep this during their turn. They have Wipe Away, they just Wipe Away now. They're going to draw a lot of cards with their Gristlebrand right now. It's a decent chance we're not resolving anything else this game. At least not for a while. So they've used Gristlebrand all they can. So if they have Echoing Truth, they can Echoing Truth our Jace, or our Ensnaring Bridge, they can cheat an Emrakul and just kill us. Which means we lose this match as well. Lowest pedal, okay. Fine. So at this point it looks like they're kind of dumping their hand a bit, because they're going to have to go to discard. Which means they didn't draw everything they needed. So they're short Cunning Wishes, or they're short Echoing Truths, or they're short Wipe Aways, whatever it may be. It's a nice preordain. That's a Jace activation. I can imprison them, Jace. My Jace can find me another white source. I can try to resolve a humility. I think I might have to try. My chances are my opponent's going to have some number of counter magic. If I can, I'm going to zero Jace. Hopefully, once we dig past those 2 islands we have, we'll draw 1. We'll dig 1 plus 2 deeper. Hopefully, we will find. Oh no, not that. All right, Gristlebrand's coming in angry. And here's Emrakul. Yeah, you got it. Good for you. All right, we're 0-3. It's unfortunate. Oh, man. Oh, we found a match. Sweet. Going pretty quick tonight. We're on our 4th match, and we're only on an hour streaming. And I can turn 2 back to basics, which is cool. I force blue card back up. Haven't Staring Bridge. We'll try this. I recognize the name I don't remember exactly who that is, but I recognize the name. I think it's John Kasari, maybe? Alright, so now we have a Chalice for 1, so I think we have to do that, right? I'm going to cast this Chrome Mox. I think we're going to pitch the... They played Island. I don't know if back to base is going to be great, so I think we're just going to try and Chalice for 1. We do a force blue card if we feel like it's relevant. If they try to force this, we'll see what they pitch. Get an idea of what kind of deck they are. I think A is John Kasari. I'm almost positive. He does a lot of 12 posts and whatnot. Cameron Soul is naming Merfolk, so this is Fish. Which means I'm kind of actually happy we don't have the back to basics, because it's not going to be relevant here. This also means we can get Tundras if we do choose to do so. I'm going to get Basic Island here. We're going to play a Jace Cunning Castaway. We'll just take it up. Probably will force that, apparently. Pitching a Lord of Atlantis. Okay, sure. Sounds great. Getting rid of cards in our hands, that's cool. We'll be able to play in Staring Bridge. We'll have force pitch. They crew this, they won't have the ability to do anything, so that's fine. Yep. You're crewing a Smuggler's Copter. That will hopefully never be able to attack again. Standard All-Star in Merfolk. Tundra, which is fine. 2, 3. Let's go and Staring Bridge. See if my opponent interacts with this. My opponent tries to force a will this or anything like that. We have the ability to force back. They didn't, so they can't attack. They can attack with their master at the moment. They can't play a lord first. They can't attack with Smuggler's Copter, which is great. Oh no, I want to force that. That's fine. We'll get Lil and have 2. We're not blocking anything, so that's unfortunate. You need to slow down. You need to relax. You need to chill out. 2, 3, 4. We're going to play as Jace Architect of Thought. So this puts us under in Staring Bridge. It also makes sure that if they randomly have 1/1s, which they won't. Oh, sweet. They lose. Cool. Humility I'm great with here. Imprisonment I don't think is relevant. It's not gonna. They're not gonna play Planeswalkers. Like it could shut off Mutavaults. That's not necessary. My opponent just scooped them. Okay. My opponent scooped. Didn't want to play against this crap. Okay. So we're 1-3. We're going to round 5. Yeah, apparently in my match against Jarvis U, where I took down my Jace instead of taking up, Jarvis U was locked out. So I definitely got way too greedy and fucked that one up hardcore. So I apologize for the poor viewer experience. We got a 1-0 win against Merfolk, though, and all we had to do was resolve in Staring Bridge and resolve a Jace Architect of Thought, so that was kind of cool. Chances are I'll play a game or 2 in the tournament practice room, just because this has gone really fast. As much as I would love to take a break from streaming because it's super hot and I don't have AC in my basement where my computer is, I'm not going to. I will play at least a couple more matches on in the tournament practice room. But all right, we're on the play. That's a good start. Come on. Yes, we'd like to play. This hand's garbage. We're gonna mulligan it. We're on the play. Turn 2 Chalice with like Ensnaring Bridge. I'm gonna try this. Hopefully with land on top. Land on top is perfect. We're gonna want more land, obviously, but we're on a pretty good roll so far as this is going. Let's see. My opponent played island, said go. All right. Let's jam a Chalice for one. Done. Brainstormer response. Okay. So we might be looking at miracles. Could be looking at Sneak and Show again. What else? Could be looking at Random Standstill. They force. We'll get a little more information. We'll see what they pitch. Days. We could be looking at Blue-Red Delver. I'm trying to think what else I've seen with like days in it. That's random for control decks. Could be like Blue-White Stoneblade. So they turned out and they played Blue Delta. Okay. A little more information. In Stifle, so they are not. They're likely not a Stifle deck. Could be Blue-Red Delver. We'll need a lot more information before we can really figure out what they are. Okay. Opponent's fetching with Blue Delta. Depending on what color land they get, we might be able to figure this out. Another island. Could be High Tide with Days. That'd be awkward. I think Days is bad in High Tide, right? Another Days. So we know they have 2 island in hand. We know they're playing Days. We know they're playing Island. We top deck another land. We can hopefully resolve a Jace. Hey, look at that. Another land. Hey, wife's on the way home. Yay! We're just going to tick this up. Still have no idea what my opponent's doing. Alright, Bulk. So we're on something blue-red. Still not 100% positive what it is. I'm going to try and jam this Oath of Teferi. We're going to tick up Jace twice. We're going to try and get this Jace going. We will exile this island. Okay. Tick you up. Tick you up. Okay. We could be looking at Sneak and Show randomly with Dazes. It's not like something I've never seen before. Lotus Petal. Okay. Maybe some type of storm? No, Sneak and Show probably. You cast Show Until, I'm really happy right now. Show and Tell? Show and Tell? Sneak Attack. No, that's not Show and Tell. I need Show and Tell in play. Not no Lotus Petal. Not no Lotus Petal. Oh, Simian Spirit Guide. Fucking blow me. You asshole. I've seen Sneak and Show with Simian Spirit Guide. It's a little weird to me, but it's something that works, clearly. So now we know we're definitely against Sneak and Show. They failed to find another Simian Spirit Guide or Lotus Petal to put in Emrakul in. Chances are they have counter magic. I'm tempted to tick up then tick down Jace this turn, so we can hopefully find our own counter magic. So hopefully we can resolve this in Ensnaring Bridge. If we resolve this in Ensnaring Bridge, we might actually just get there. Alright, so discarding another Gristlebrand. Chances are they have Emrakul in hand. They might have another Gristlebrand. Drew a ton of land. They have 2 red sources, so they're not going to be just discarding red sources. We're going to tick up. We're going to tick down. Hopefully find Force Blue card. Nope. Yeah, Teferi works too, I guess. We're going to take this top pile. I'll play a Chalice for 0. So shut down Lotus Petal. Playing Ensnaring Bridge. Chances are they have Force. We're not going to resolve this. Ensnaring Bridge is safer than Teferi. Yeah, we're not resolving this. That just gets countered. Alright, yeah, they got it. The chance I should have made them have like the Emrakul or whatnot, but they drew 14 cards. Odds are they had it. They discarded a lot of land, which means they drew some relevant stuff. Again, it could have been something that was it could have been a little bit early to scoop, but I don't think so. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing we did last time. We'll add 4 Humility, 3 Flush Storm. We'll drop 3 Jace Cunning Cactus away and 4 back to basics. That game, obviously, Back to Basics would have been pretty good, but in general, Back to Basics is not going to be great against this deck. They generally just have to tap down once to resolve something. Oh, man. We will definitely play first. We can get a turn 1 Chalice. We can turn to a... We can also turn 1 on Snaring Bridge, which would be safer to try and do. We can turn to a Jace. I'm going to keep this. I think I'm just going to Chalice for 1. I'll try and hardcast the... I might try and Jace turn 2. Not 100% on what I exactly want to do yet. So my opponent didn't just jam Show and Tell, which is great for us. I'm going to try and resolve one of these Ensnaring Bridges. If this Ensnaring Bridge fails to resolve, it might lull my opponent into a sense that they can just cast a Show and Tell into another Ensnaring Bridge. Daze is getting really fucking annoying. I can't understand why Show and Tell's running that. Seems fine, like they don't need much mana, they have Lotus Petals, but I never think to play around Daze when I play against Sneak and Show. Alright, so we're going to play as Chromox. I'm going to pitch Oath of Teferi. Blue. We're going to play Jace. This is another Daze, I'm going to be so pissed. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Double Daze game 1, double Daze game 2. Try and resolve a Brainstorm while you're at it, buddy. Jesus Christ. Oh. I'm fine with having Teferi instead, I guess. If this is another Daze, I'm going to be so pissed. I swear to God, if this is another Daze, I'm going to be really pissed. Forcible, okay. They just have it. They just have all the counter magic. Luckily, they don't have much otherwise. So. Alright. Let's go with Ensnaring Bridge. See if that resolves. We're not worried about Spell Pierce. Forcible is offline right now, kinda. Oh my god, double Daze again. That's really frustrating. Alright, so I want to get a Chalice at 2 at some point, because I want to keep them off Echoing Truth on my Ensnaring Bridges. They just have Echoing Truth here, that would be really unfortunate. Odds are they try and set something up, then they try to for the Echoing Truth, but we'll see what happens. What do you got? Echoing Truth? Nope. More mana than that. 3 mana. It's good to be Show and Tell. Sneak Attack. Okay, 4 mana Sneak Attack. There we go. Fluster Storm. Pretty dead at the moment. The Echoing Truth, we can't actually counter it. Alright, we're going to try Chalice for 2. And we have Fluster Storm back up. So this will stop Echoing Truth. We don't have the mana to respond to redrop it in Snaring Bridge if they have something in response, like a Wipe Away. We do have Fluster Storm to fight over Echoing Truth, though. Wipe Away isn't enough because they need to cast it twice. Okay, they scooped. So we got that one. All these friggin' Dazes is just like, what the hell? Okay. Again, we're going to go with the same configuration post-board for game 3. Like to win this and go 2-3 in this league. Would have loved to go, 5-0 or 4-1, but we're definitely not doing that. We're definitely not going 3-2. I'd like to go at least 2-3 in this league with this deck. 2-3 has been pretty much the standard right now. Still trying to figure out the deck list 100%. Jace Cunning Castaway is clearly wrong. Forest Blue card, Fluster Storm, Ancient Tomb, Island, Chalice. I'm going to keep this. Okay. Opponent mulled to 6. Okay, that's good for us. What'd they do? Put a card on top of their library. Okay, we'll let the Ponder resolve. Let's jam a Chalice. What program is this? Program I'm using to stream or program I'm running MTGO on? This is our Magic on. This is MTGO, Magic the Gathering Online. That's the program that I'm playing Magic on. Fucking days. I'm gonna counter the shit out of that. Fuck you and your days, buddy. If you're young, Scooter Skeen, I apologize for the language. Let me know. I can clean it up for you. Obviously, you've probably heard these words before, but I've been hit with a lot of dazes in this matchup, and it's getting frustrating. We're going to go ahead and pass. We're going to hope for some more blue sources. We do have Flusterstorm up. They're trying to resolve Show and Tell. We have Flusterstorm for it. They're trying to resolve Sneak Attack. We're in trouble. Scooter Skeens, thanks for following. I appreciate it. Blue source. Hey, we're just going to go for Tundra. We're not worried about Back to Basics. We're not worried about Blood Moon. We're running Back to Basics main board. I don't know if they knew that. But we're going to just go ahead and try to resolve this Jace Architect of Thought. You're an old person. I'm good. Awesome. I love old people. Let's see what my opponent gives me here. Probably taking this Jace.
Oh,
Love the layout of Chrome Mox,
yeah.
but I think that this Jace is just going to be obviously better. So we're going to keep the Jace and do that. Thanks for stopping by, Scooter Scheme, by the way. And following, of course. Following's the key thing there. Alright, what do we got here? Another Sneak Attack again. I have no defense against it. Sneak Attack into Seeming Spirit Guide into Emrakul. Wipe your board. That's what's going to happen here. Nope. Sweet. Might have a chance. Right, we're going to cast this Chrome Mox. We're going to exile Oath of Teferi. I'm going to -2 this Jace. I would really like to find a Teferi right now. Nope, there's more land. More mana. Oh boy. We're in some trouble. Old, angry, and drunk. That's my favorite kind of person. I like you already. Alright, so let's see. We can play a Jace here. We can't... We could still potentially resolve an Ensnaring Bridge if we draw one. Yes, we can. Look at that. I'm going to put Chalice, then Flusterstorm back. We're going to... Oh, hello. We have to play Chrome Mox first. We're going to imprint this Imprison the Moon. We're going to go ahead and try to resolve this Ensnaring Bridge. We need this to resolve, otherwise we are very dead. My opponent has Echoing Truth plus Creature. We're probably still dead. We do have Chalice on top, so next turn we can Chalice for 2. That shuts off Echoing Truth. My opponent scoops. Yes. So it's a rough run. Mad Lame Guy, I forgot what they were running. That was like a blue-black standstill deck. Really like the deck, actually. That was blue-black standstill. Game 1, we drew not enough land early, like blue sources. We got stuck on like 3 Ancient Tombs. Our opponent found 2 Wastelands. We didn't find blue sources early enough. So game 1, we got a little bit run over. Game 2, we found all the mana. And then their Jace helped us find all the mana. Match 2 was Jarvis U on... How was Jarvis U on? Oh, like Esper Stoneblade. We got greedy. I -2 a Jace when my opponent just had Lingering Souls and Stoneforge with a Jit in hand. -2 a Jace wants to draw more cards. That was stupid. If I just kept ticking up Jace, we had him locked out with our Ensnaring Bridge plus Jace tick up. If we had just kept ticking up Jace, we would never got stuck with too many cards in the hands. Their creature would have never dealt damage. We would have been ahead game 1. We would have won game 1. And in game 2, we just kind of got stomped. We got Disenchant, Snap Disenchant on like our Back to Basics, our Chalice of the Void, stuff like that. This was round 3 was Sneak and Show. They had the Echoing Truth for our Ensnaring Bridge. They were able to put in a Gristlebrand and an Emrakul and kill us. I mean, they put in a Gristlebrand off Sneak Attack. They drew 14 cards. They found the Echoing Truth. They Jaced, found the or they must have found Emrakul. They Jaced. They found the Echoing Truth. They cast Echoing Truth, hit our Ensnaring Bridge, and then they moved on to put in Emrakul off the Sneak Attack and attack us both. That was enough to kill us. Which I think is John Kasari, who generally plays 12 post. He's very famous for like the Into the North Dark Depths plan in 12 post. And he runs like the Snow-Covered Forest. The playing Merfolk, we were able to get Jace Architect of Thought and we were able to get Jace Architect of Thought, and we were able to get Ensnaring Bridge down. Person scooped the whole match during game 1. And then we just played against Sneak and Show again. We were able to get there. We were able to get Ensnaring Bridges down. We were able to get Jace is down, so we were able to kind of lock them out. They scooped against us. So that's that for the league. I mean, it's only been an hour and 20 minutes, so what do you say we troll the tournament practice room for a bit with this deck? I think it's a great plan, personally. But yeah, if you missed it, now you're up to date. Not that there's many people in here, but... Oh, and Scooter Skeen, if you are still in here, cheers. Who do we have in here? So we got Commander Root is another as a returner. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming by again. Electrical Skateboard, you've been regular. Thanks for coming by. Levi, you're okay. Land Fusion, I'm not familiar with you. Romario Vidal, you are pretty regular. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming by. So our opponent is on the play. We have the ability to turn one Chalice, we draw it. We have the ability to turn one back to basics, we draw it. We have Force blue card back up. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and try this. It's a little awkward. We can turn to a Jace. Mountains, so we might be against Moon Stompy, so this hand's actually fine. We have Ensnaring Bridge now, which makes it even better. So we have Island. It's possible I should have led Flight of Strand, God and Island, just to be safe. We have Chrome Mox, which can imprint like an Oath of Teferi or something to make sure we have white mana if they play a Blood Moon against us. No idea what my opponent's doing currently. I'm going to go ahead and fetch an Island right now. Just going to go ahead and say go. Like, we could have Chrome Mox, imprint, Ancient Tomb, played Jace. I don't think that's going to be a winning game plan. I think we want this Force of Will for whatever their first real bomb is. Blood Moon I'm okay with. Again, we're going to struggle for a white source for a little bit. That's perfectly fine. We got Teferi now. We need another white card to get this Chrome Mox online. I'm going to go ahead and just play a Fledged Strand. We're going to resolve Ensnaring Bridge here. So I think Force blue card right now is just what we're holding up. Force blue card being Jace Architect of Thought, most likely. It's possible Force pitch Teferi is going to be better. This is a Chandra. We're 100% going to counter it. We don't care about Summon Spirit Guide. That can resolve. Perfectly fine. At this point, we basically just want to counter Chandra. We're going to get the Ensnaring Bridge online if we stop drawing lands eventually. I'm going to go ahead and cast Chrome Mox before my opponent gets a cheeky idea of playing a Chalice for 0. I don't want to lose this Teferi, but kind of necessary to do. At the moment, we can... I think we pay Jace Architect of Thought and just tick up. Maybe tick down and get another blue card in hand. We do want to try and keep ourselves safe from Chandra, so we keep whatever pile this Jace Cunning Castaway ends up being in. We're going to lose this Jace, which is fine. We're going to go to Ensnaring Bridge online, which is what's important. If they try to resolve a spell before they attack, I guess we still are going to have 2 lands in hand, so it's not going to be very impressive, but we're finding a lot of land this game. Well, we could have more games like this earlier. We'll keep tile 2. Any order's fine. So now if my opponent tries to resolve a spell for us, we'll force pitch a card. I don't care about this Jace. It's possible I should have taken up this Jace just to protect, but I want to make sure I force blue card up. I also could have just not played Jace at all and just held it force, hard cast. Another ape is fine. What do you got? What you got, buddy? Did you mean to exile this for mana? It's kind of just I'm getting right now. Chalice for 1 is perfectly okay. You can have a Chalice for 1. I do not care about that whatsoever. If you don't attack Jace here, that's going to be great for us. Assuming it's going to attack Jace, though. Right? Yeah, it's attacking Jace. That's cool. You got Ensnaring Bridge online, we'll buy some turns. Not a big deal. At this point, that's basically what we're trying to do, is just buy some turns. Yeah, we're going to try and resolve this Jace the Mind Sculptor. We're going to take up, target them. That way, Jace is... Ooh. I don't think we need to bottom this. I can't picture my opponent's going to have anything relevant. So no, you can draw that. We'll have Force blue card if they have interaction for that. But actually, now that we know this is mono red sneak attack, this is actually really good for us. We know our Ensnaring Bridge is going to keep us safe. We'll eventually be able to dump our hand. I'm not too worried about that. We can have a sneak attack. I guess they can cheat in another Simian Spirit Guide and kill Jace here, but if that's really what they're cheating in with sneak attack, I'm actually okay with that. So I'm being attacked, which is weird. I'll put that in. So we're actually tied on blue sources, which is odd. I'm going to play Jace Architect of Thought. Need to pay one more mana. Need to pay more manas. So Ancient Tomb doesn't tap for 2. We're going to take up, nerf these creatures. We're going to take up Jace the Mind Sculptor, figure out what they got. No, you can draw Sage Traders, that's fine. I would love to resolve a Jace Cunning Castaway here. Next turn we can actually resolve. We can almost resolve Jace Cunning Castaway and hold up Force. We need one more blue mana. Wouldn't mind drawing Teferi right now. Actually, betting this Blood Moon is relevant currently. Their Simian Spirit Guys are only going to attack for 2 here, because this Jace is going to nerf them both 1. What are they attacking? I think they're attacking me. Yeah, they're both attacking me, which makes sense. Might as well get the damage in while they can. Land, cool. So now I can actually hold up Force and use Jace, so that's kind of cool. Their Simian Spirit Guides can no longer attack, so I think we got this game locked out. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go post board. So we know our opponents on Mono Red Sneak Attack. Prison of the Moons, as we've learned, really aren't that great. Back to base is going to be horrible. If they're running Chandras, so we're going to want Humilities for their creatures. We're going to want Ley Lines for like Chandras and stuff. It's also just more white cards to pitch to Chromox to ensure that we can cast our Teferis. Elf Teferi here is, oh, Chalice of the Void's horrible. We're going to drop Chalice of the Void. I don't really have anything else to board in, though, which is the question. So I think we get a couple in Prison of the Moon, because we can use them to shut down a Chandra if they just cheat like an Inferno Titan in, but can't attack with it. If they cast Inferno Titan, we can just get it. We have Force Blue card, we have Island, Chromox, we have Teferi, so we can definitely fix our white mana. This hand's perfectly fine to keep. We can turn to a Jace Cunning Castaway, we draw more land, we can get a Jace Architect of Thought down. Would like to find Snaring Bridge, obviously, but we'll see what happens there. And Back to Basics isn't actually horrible against their deck. A lot of their deck does rely on them having, like, their Sandstone Needles, their Sage Traders, their Ancient Tomb, stuff like that. So, like, we could actually keep Back to Basics in awkwardly enough, but I don't think it's really... Obviously, it doesn't seem that relevant, and it's probably not relevant. Chandra's 100% a counterable spell. I'm going to want this Teferi to tuck under Chromox most likely. Jace Cunning Castaway, I don't know it's going to be good enough. So we're going to go ahead and pitch that. Having the 2/2 that can attack under Ensnaring Bridges and all that stuff is okay. But I don't think that's going to be what wins us the game. And then look, we got another one anyway. So we're going to go ahead and cast this. We'll exile Teferi to make sure we have white mana later. It's possible we should have kept Teferi, but I think we're going to go with Jace Cunning Castaway. We're just going to make an illusion here. They're not tricks, they're illusions. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have the follow-up spell. If they have a follow-up spell here, we're in deep shit. They could just have an Inferno Titan here, which goes like 1 damage to this, 1 damage to this, 1 damage to us. Sneak Attack's pretty good. They have the follow-up creature. It's Emrakul, we're in deep shit. But something else we might not be. It's Emrakul, so we're in deep shit. We're at 19, we lose all our permanents. I mean... They actually don't do a good job of drawing out of things, so I'm going to stick in this a little bit. We'll take this 15. We'll make them draw a follow-up. The moment they find follow-up, we'll scoop. And then we'll be not going to play for game 3, so that's fine. We have no land here, which is perfectly okay. Humility is okay. We can get a humility and play eventually. We're good. You have another creature. Can you top deck it? 1 activation of sneak attack, put in a creature. They got it. Yeah, there's another. Well, you got double Emrakul. You're good. We're good here. That'll do, pig. Alright, we're going to submit deck. Try this again. Oh, God. Yes, we'd love to play first. Force, blue card, we'll keep. We also have a card to pitch to Chromox for a white card, which is great. We need more mana really bad. But force blue card, generally that can beat these decks. They've mulled to 6, which is good for us. I mean, granted, like, at this point we're basically on a mull to 3, even though we're on 7 cards. Because we're probably going to have to use force blue card and eventually use force blue card, so we're actually pretty tight on what we have in hand. We need to make sure we're drawing land, though. I'm not going to do anything with this Fledge Strand yet. If I can draw another land next turn, I'm definitely going to resolve a Humility. I don't care about this lowest pedal. They can have the lowest pedal, which is like fake mana, basically. We'll let them use that. We'll let them tap down and all that. So I could resolve a Humility here, which I think is what we want to do. I want to keep Teferi in hand, but I can't. Damn it, that sucks. So we're going to have to exile Teferi here, because we need the second white for Humility. Humility pretty much locks them out. I'm going to get rid of Jace Architect of Thought here because we still want Force Blue card up. And having Force left is perfectly fine. Tundra's here. So I can make at least one blue mana, which is good. Oh no, hello. I need to tap that for white. White, blue, white, humility. Okay, so we have Force Blue card if they try to go Chandra. Humility's going to make all their creatures just suck ass. And being on a red deck, they don't really have interaction with Humility. There's a chance they board it into like something like Chaos Warp. Odds are they're more like a Braid deck. Simian Spirit God, what do you got? You got an 8? Yeah, that's fine. You can have an 8. You can have a 1/8. I think we can raise that. Yeah, you can have another land. How's that sound? Making this a land actually might have been bad. This might have been better as a force pitch. Giving them another colorless mana could be awkward. I'm gonna try it, see how it goes, I guess. I've already done it. Just kind of thinking keeping the creature under control. My opponent said, ha, this is too good. So I'm going to say this has been a weird match. You're welcome. I always like it when my opponents interact a little bit. When they're entertained. When they're salty, it's really annoying. But when they're entertained, it makes it fun. That's what we're here for, right? We're here to have fun. I'll braid on my Chrome Mox to have my white source. They don't have a moon yet, so I'm actually okay with that. We still have a white source in play. We're really just trying to force a Chandra. Other than that, like all our Jaces can pretty much take over the game. If they try to Chalice for Zero, yeah, you can have Chalice for Zero, that's fine. So Chalice for Zero is going to shut off their lowest metals as well. Oh, one more mana, we got a Teferi, that's good. We need a land though. We need to draw now like we've been drawing throughout other games. So if they try to abrade my other Chrome Mox, I think I might have to force that. I don't particularly want to, but my opponent said if you're the same Aaron from the Leaving a Legacy casting group, you're living up to your reputation. I said that is me, smiley face. So my opponent apparently knows me. So fun times. Ooh, Teferi. We're going to attack that Simian Spirit Guide, I think. I guess Simian Spirit Guide could awkwardly just give them more mana. So we're probably just going to take up Teferi, honestly. I think we're just taking up Teferi here. We're going to try to ultimate this Teferi. I've never ultimate Teferi, so I'm actually really, really looking forward to doing that. It's just something I really want to do. Like, I never got to do it, and I would love to be able to start exiling my opponent's stuff, so that sounds great. So yeah, we're going to try it. I'm going to go ahead and snip that real quick. Sorry for the interruption, folks. Kind of my reputation precedes me, which is fun. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Oh, man. Fire Blast? Fire Blast would be really funny right now. I definitely should tick up Teferi first in future reference. My opponent said, "Ha, you got me. Good game." So thanks for the game's impatience. Alright, I think I'm going to call it quit there. I know it's only been an hour and a half. I'm going to post this to YouTube if you haven't seen it. If you didn't get a chance to tune in, you get to see it there. I appreciate everyone stopping by. It's really hot. I need to go, shower and, cool off. So thank you very much for everyone for stopping by. I want to remind everyone that these streams are made possible because I am a part of the Hipsters of the Coast team. And we have a partnership with Card Hoarder, which gives us access to some number of ticks to build whatever we want. Would not be possible without them, so I want to say thank you to them as well. The emblem is brutal. I've been playing with against. Yeah. Teferi emblem seems sweet. I've never gotten a chance to emblem it, so it's kind of like, what the hell we live in this life for if we don't get a chance to emblem our Teferis? But yeah, I want to say thank you to Card Horror. Thank you, hipsters. Thanks everyone for stopping by. You know, if you are late stopping by the stream, this will be uploaded to YouTube. It should be saved in my VODs on Twitch. YouTube, my username is the same as here. It's Aaron Gazaniga. If you don't follow me on Twitter right now, and you want updates on what I'm doing, what I'm kind of thinking about, follow me on Twitter at Aaron Gazaniga. Everything is Aaron Gazaniga. I got very lucky with that. My name's not exactly common. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for stopping by. Have a good night, and stay cool if you're in a warm area. It's really hot. Make sure you stay hydrated. It's very important. So have a good night, and thank you very much.